Alabama is beginning to write a new chapter in its history. Kalen DeBoer, now in his second year as head coach, seems to be adjusting the gears to put the team back on top. The shadow of Nick Saban's legacy still hangs over Tuscaloosa, but DeBoer is building something that can be called his own brand. And in this process, two names are standing out in an impressive way: Williams and Ty Simpson. Williams, a wide receiver who is only 19 years old, is already being considered one of the great pillars of the future of the Crimson Tide. His arrival on the team was surrounded by expectations, and he did not disappoint. Last year, as a rookie, he accumulated numbers worthy of experienced veterans: 865 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. It is not only the statistics that attract attention, but the maturity with which he performs on the field. Williams is described by analysts such as Clint Lamb as the #1 alpha in the wide receiver room. He has the ability to lead by example, something rare for someone so young but essential for a team looking to rebuild its offensive identity. And that leadership will be crucial to the offense's success in 2025. With Jeremy Bernard and Isaiah Horton forming a solid second layer of options, Williams won't be alone. But he'll likely be the one who draws the majority of opposing defenses' attention. That opens up space for other players to shine, creating a balanced dynamic that could make all the difference. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb has worked hard to implement a more aggressive mindset on offense, and Williams will be a key part of that transformation. His ability to create separation and find space in tight zones will allow Alabama's passing game to be more efficient, something that was lacking in critical moments last season. But while Williams leads the receiving corps, Ty Simpson has emerged as the central figure of the offense. Simpson, a redshirt junior who has been with the program for 4 years, finally appears ready to take on the starting quarterback role. He's never put up spectacular numbers in his college career. In fact, he's yet to score a touchdown, but that doesn't diminish his credentials. Simpson is seen as a leader in the locker room, someone who has earned the respect of his teammates through consistency and dedication. He knows the weight of the position rests on his shoulders, especially on a team looking to regain its dominance in college football. This is where DeBoer and his coaching staff come in. The coach has been vocal about the need for Simpson to improve without undue pressure. During spring practice, DeBoer has praised the quarterback's progress, highlighting his ability to correct mistakes and learn from them. "You certainly appreciate what he's done," DeBoer said. "He's continued to work on what he can control, and that's himself." That mindset is exactly what Simpson needs to thrive. He's not just a talented player, he's someone who understands the responsibility of leading a team with Alabama's traditions. And that's where the relationship between Simpson and Williams becomes all the more interesting. The two could be considered the cornerstones of Alabama's offense in 2025. Simpson, with his experience and quiet leadership, and Williams, with his explosiveness and ability to change the course of a game with a single play. Together, they have the potential to create a chemistry that can elevate the team as a whole. And here, again, DeBoer plays a key role. He's not just shaping the offensive scheme, he's helping these young talents grow together. One of the great things about this partnership is the aggressive approach Grubb is implementing. The offensive coordinator has made it clear that Alabama needs to be more assertive in its choices. "We're going to be aggressive," Grubb said. "The players need to understand that we have to be responsible with the ball, but we also have to be ready to take advantage of any opportunity to make the big play." That philosophy fits perfectly with the skills of Simpson and Williams. Simpson, with his ability to make quick decisions, and Williams, with his ability to convert tough plays, could be the driving forces behind this new mindset. Furthermore, Simpson's development isn't happening in isolation. He has a group of tight ends and running backs around him who are also being groomed to play important roles. This creates an ideal situation for the quarterback, who doesn't have to carry the load of the offense alone. Simpson can distribute the ball, relying on Williams to make the deep runs while exploring other options on the field. This tactical diversity will be crucial in facing increasingly complex defenses. What do you think? Maurice Linguist is, without a doubt, one of the most important pieces to Alabama's success in 2025. Since taking over as defensive coordinator, he has demonstrated not only a deep understanding of the game, but also the ability to mold and motivate players to reach their full potential. His influence has already begun to transform the Crimson Tide cornerback room into something completely different from what it was in the past, and that's just the beginning. Linguist brought with him a clear philosophy: build a versatile, aggressive secondary capable of competing against the best offenses in the country. He inherited a group with few returning scholarship players from the previous season, but quickly restructured the position with strategic recruiting and smart moves. The arrival of names like Xavier Brown, Jalen Backwee and Domani Jackson, as well as additions through the transfer portal like Dre Kirkpatrick Jr., were crucial to rebuilding a room that finished 2024 as the third-best pass defense in the SEC. This evolution didn't happen by accident. It reflects Linguist's vision and his ability to identify talent that fits perfectly into Alabama's system. But Linguist isn't just building a team, he's building a mindset. He's described by Kalen DeBoer as someone who brings good juice and energy to the building. His presence is felt by everyone from the coaches to the players. He has high expectations for his players, but those expectations come with a layer of tough love, something the players appreciate because they know he wants the best for them. This leadership style creates an environment where players not only embrace challenges, but also push each other to overcome them. The transition Linguist has fostered can be seen clearly in the confidence the young players and new faces have gained over the course of the season. In 2024, the defense allowed just 182.2 passing yards per game and recorded 17 interceptions against 13 passing touchdowns. These numbers are proof that the cornerback room has not only improved technically, but has also developed a collective mindset of excellence. And that confidence will be even more important in 2025, when Alabama will face increasingly prepared and competitive opponents. Linguist's impact can also be measured by the depth he has helped create at the position. With the move of Xavier Mincy to safety and the addition of Red Morgan to the cornerback room, Alabama now has tactical flexibility that few teams can match. Additionally, the 2025 recruiting class has brought in elite additions, such as five-star cornerback Dijon Lee and Chuck McDonald, who fit Linguist's prototypical profile: long, versatile and ready to contribute immediately. These additions not only raise the team's current level, but also the ceiling for the future. DeBoer noted that the cornerback room now has a high ceiling, something that was unthinkable just a year ago. But Linguist isn't satisfied with just the present, he's already looking to the future. Alabama's 2026 recruiting pitch, which includes names like five-star Georgia prospect Jordan Edmonds and four-star Gadsden prospect Zion Gibson, has become incredibly compelling thanks to the reputation Linguist has built. Players and parents are realizing that Alabama is not just a place to play football, but a place to become the best they can be under the tutelage of a coach like Linguist. This focus on the future is essential to keeping Alabama competitive. In the modern college game, where roster turnover is constant and competition is fierce, having a defensive coordinator who understands both individual development and strategic recruiting is a huge advantage. Linguist is not just building a defense for 2025, he is building a sustainable machine that will continue to produce consistent results for years to come. His ability to recruit elite talent, develop young players, and create a high-performance culture is what makes him indispensable to the program's success. With him leading the defense, Alabama has the potential to continue to be a dominant force in college football. And what is your opinion? Comment.